Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about a totally fake scenario, and I want all of you to play along with me in this scenario that I'm going to lay out for you. I want to talk about my top guns for the zombie apocalypse. While I know it's very far-fetched and probably never going to happen, I want everyone to play along with me and talk this through seriously. If this fake scenario ever comes to pass, we will all be prepared. Because I've thought about it. Any type of imaginary fantasy situation, you want to bet that I have thought it through, okay? So I want to present to you my top choices for firearms that I would use in a zombie apocalypse situation. Now, before we get started, I want to discuss what type of zombies these are. Okay, we need to establish what type we're dealing with. Firstly, I'm imagining very slow moving until they go to attack, and then they might speed up for a moment, which scares the heck out of you when that happens. But that's the level of speed of zombies that we are going to be dealing with. But I don't want that to be the only type of zombie. I want there to be evolved hybrid zombies.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about. The Resident Evil type that evolves into some kind of way deadlier creature that can move fast and is very dangerous, and you need a big gun to take this one out. Okay, so that's the two type of zombies that I want to be discussing today. The other thing I would like to establish about these zombies is how to kill them. These zombies, in my mind, just like with most movies, are going to be taken out only with headshots.
How do you kill them?
Severing the top of the spinal column or massive trauma to the brain are the most effective methods.
You mean shoot them in the head?
So you have to make a well-placed headshot for the zombie to go down. I mean, you could shoot his knees out and he's going to go down from that, but not take him out completely of the game. He'd be crawling to get you, and then you're going to be screaming even harder because it's actually scarier to see him crawling to get you. Right, Ripley? Don't mess with that. Hey, don't mess with that. Mess with this. Here, take the knife. Mess with that. Okay, so we've established that slow-moving zombies, other than the hybrids, and headshots only to take them out. Okay. Sounds alert them. Any noise the zombies are alerted to, so we kind of want to be quiet most of the time. So next, I want to discuss the best firearms for these zombies. So if headshots are the only thing that will work on these zombies, then that basically rules out any big caliber guns, because essentially you just need a headshot to deal with them. So basically, I'm going to choose a .22 pistol as my sidearm, okay? And the one that I have is this Colt Government .22. Ammo, we all know ammo can be a little finicky in .22s, and that's really the last thing that we want. But if a headshot is the only thing that will take the zombie down, then I think a .22 will do just fine. So I'm going to choose a .22 pistol as my sidearm. But in case something happens for my sidearm, I would like to also have the backup sidearm, which is in 9mm and can hold plenty in the magazine. So this is the weapon I'm going to use most of the time. If I have to make a headshot, I'm going to use the .22. because the headshot will do the trick. Nothing else is going to stop the zombie from coming, so you might as well just choose the 22. The only downside about the 22s is that mine specifically right here will only hold 12 versus 20 over here. But we need to think about ammo and how much. Most of my ammo is in 22, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the ammo that I have the most of. And so if I can take a headshot on a zombie and take him out with 22, I'm going to do it. Okay? So I'm going to have the Colt 22 as my primary pistol, and the 9mm will be my backup pistol. Okay? In case something goes on with this one. Now, so as far as long guns are concerned, no surprise here, I'm going to go with a 22 again. The only question is, which 22 am I going to go with? This time, I chose the lever action last time for SHTF situation, but for the zombies, I'm going to go with my Ruger 1022. Now, I would probably, even though the scope is good for precision shots, if I'm going to be carrying this around in zombie land, I'm probably going to slap a red dot on it or just take the dots off completely, take the optics off completely and use my irons. I think that would be a good way to do it. And we all know the magazine capacity of the 22s. I can 20 round magazine to this and have plenty of rounds. Again, we just want to make sure the 22 is going to run smoothly and no issues are going to happen. And it's not always a guarantee, but it's never a guarantee with any gun you have. Every gun has the chance of malfunctioning on you. So I'm going to go with the 22. And the rifle is meant for these slow-moving zombies as well. So the pistol right here and the Ruger right here is meant for the slow-moving zombies where it only takes a headshot to take them down. I can carry a lot of ammo with both of these. So, for the hybrid zombies, the big boys, the ones that are really hard to take down. And actually, if you find yourself in just a horde of zombies, as in multiples, normal zombies are coming at you, I would also choose this weapon for this circumstance. So for hordes and for the big hybrid zombies, I have to go with my 12 gauge, baby. The Mossberg 590. This is the best gun for this situation. Think about it, okay? We have birdshot for this gun. Big scatter. So birdshot could be good for hordes. You know, if you aim this shotgun at a head, the side of a head of a zombie, and shoot, well, the spread of BBs is going to hit that zombie, and then it's going to hit the zombie next to him, and then the zombie next to him. So you have the possibility of taking out like 3 zombies with just one shot, okay, with the shotgun. I just feel like you're in a scary situation, okay, and your adrenaline's going to be up, and you need a gun that's going to hit. You don't need no precision gun at the moment of this scenario. You need a gun that's going to hit when you just point it at him. So I think the shotgun would be good for that with birdshot. But for the big hybrid zombies, okay, the ones that are they need more power for them, we throw our buckshot, double out buckshot, or slugs in the shotgun. Okay? So we got our slugs and buckshot for the big boys, the big hybrid zombies that just won't go down. And then we got the 22s for the normal zombies. Okay? So I think the only problem I see is if you spot a big nasty hybrid zombie from a distance, and you would preferably look to take them out from a distance than get close. You know, then you would need, you know, your 5.56, 308, something bigger for big boy sniping, okay? because 22 probably wouldn't cut it then. But I feel like if you could see the monster from the distance, you just go the opposite way. You know, you don't tangle with them at all. I think that's the smartest way to do it. So these are kind of my choices. And also, I want to discuss one more weapon with you. This is the weapon I feel like we'd be using a lot. I would be, I feel like, for close quarters. If I didn't want to make any racket or sound, I would absolutely bring along my katana, baby. My $300 katana right here. I know we sometimes laugh at it, but this would make a great weapon for up close and personal and you needing to be silent with your kills. Okay? This is a good katana too. Paid a little price tag for this. Probably needs a little bit of sharpening done, but this would do the job. I know this ain't no Michonne from Walking Dead or anything, but I feel like she had one of the best weapons. Actually, if I really had my choice, I wouldn't choose a katana at all. What I would choose is a spear. And not just a normal spear. I would choose a pike. Okay, so a pike, I don't know if you ever heard of the pike back in the old days. They used to have pike, spearmen and pikemen. But a pike is like, it goes straight like this, but then it has like a cross right here, okay? So I would want a pole about this big around, made out of titanium. Very light, very strong. And I would want it to about 6 foot long, maybe 6.5. And I'd also want it to be, you screw it in. You could take it apart and have a much shorter spear or pike, and you could screw it back in and have 2 of them for longer. The reason I would want a pike, the reason I think a spear would be good, just because of distance, basically. You could stab them from a distance and never have to get close. And it's real light, it's titanium, so you can really slide it through your hands and poke them. But the pike is good for if you need to poke them and push. Say they're coming, there are 2 or 3 of them coming at you. Well, if you just poked one, you could kind of guide him and push him away if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And he's got some distance. You got some distance between you to doing it. You don't want to get backed into a corner with a spear or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, that being the best distance weapon. And if it had a real sharp, pointy point on it, all you would need to do is slide it like this through your hands with a quick jab or just a thrust like this, and you could poke them right in the head and take them down. And then the pike could also be used for like on the sides. So if you took the pike, stabbed, and there was one to the left or right of them, you just go over like that and you could stab the other one through the head as well. So, no, it might seem a little crazy, but I feel like a pike would be a real good weapon as opposed to the sword. A baseball bat even. I feel like a good melee weapon would be a baseball bat if you had one of those. Now, the bad thing about a baseball bat is you have to really put some force into each swing to take them down. Okay? You're not going to just end it real quickly, and if you have to do it real fast to multiple ones, it's going to be hard. But with swords and spears and stuff like that, all it requires is a quick stab, and you're in and out and on to the next one. So I think that would be good. And swords as well, you can kind of stab. And really, I feel like a katana is not the best one for stabbing either. Really, a European sword would be your best. Your Aragorn sword, Lord of the Rings, that would be kind of bulky. I don't think I would want one that big, but it's great for stabbing. But yeah, I think this little setup would be pretty nice for the zombie apocalypse that's never going to happen. And this is all imagination. So let me have fun and play along. I want you to put in the comments what your loadout is going to be. Let's play fantasy together. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.